Just finished the preliminary inspection on the vehicle on the exterior panels. So as far as some cosmetic blemishes, I did see a couple, like some rock chips, but we'll get in a little closer. I'm about 4 feet from the car, so from this distance, you don't really see anything. So when I get really close is when you can start picking up on it. One of the things I did notice it on the lens, it's got some kind of light pitting there. It seems light, so just make note of that. The lines here on the hood look pretty straight, and then here at the valance, everything's pretty snug. Here you can see some minor pitting on the trim as well, and then here's just a chip right there, scratch. Here, same on the front grille here. This the plastics is slightly blemished, and you can see it in the chrome here as well. I'll try to get closer. Hopefully, it comes out. Okay. Also, the lower valance here, there's a crack right there. Okay, moving on. So you can see here, it's just a little cloudy. I know there's services out there where they can lightly sand the cover and then bring out the clearness back in there. But from here, the line on the hood looks pretty straight. We're gonna go ahead and get some readings right now. Starting with the hood, we got 4.5, 4.5, and 4.5. These measurements are done in thousandths of an inch. Okay, we got 5, 5, 4, 4.5. So we're getting some good solid readings. The left front wheel, we've got a 255 35 20. Tire, the lint, kind of a weird tire on there. But I saw the production date, it's a 2017. So I always like to check that. Rotor, it's got some ridging on there, and I'll see if we can get the brake pad in there. Rims, I don't see any curb rash, anything obvious, but I still have to review all the pictures. Looking at the lines from the fender to the door look pretty straight. The windshield, I didn't see any obvious cracks or chips. Okay. And then I've got the number here already recorded on the photos. Getting some quick pillar readings, 4 thousandths of an inch on the left outside mirror. Didn't see any scuffs here, but we can see where the carbon fiber is blemished here on the top end. Okay. The glass, didn't see any chips or scratches. Door panel, no obvious dents there, and we're getting some good readings again. 4.5, 4.5 again going into the quarter panel. 4, 4.5, 4.5, and 4 thousandths of an inch. Looking at the left rear rim, you can see where there is a little bit of a blemish there on the lip of the rim. The tire back here, manufactured in 2014, and again you can see the rotor where it's just got some ridging. And see if we can get a shot of the brake pads. All right. Don't see any sidewall damage. And looking at the fit from the quarter panel to the rear bumper cover, looks pretty straight. Let's get some more readings here. 4.5, 5, and a roof line 4.5 and 4.5 thousandths of an inch. Looking at the rear lenses, didn't see any cracks there. They look like they're aligned properly. The rear window, I checked the defroster lines as well. Sometimes when these windows get tinted and then they remove the tint, they damage the defroster lines. But as of yet, it looks pretty decent. I still need to review all the lines once I have all the camera or the pictures loaded up on my screen where I have grid lines. So I'll be doing a further assessment there. Just getting some quick trunk readings. Here, come on. Let's see, we can seem to warm up here a little bit. Okay, 4.5, 4.5, 4.5, 5, 4.5, 4.5, and 4.5. So good readings here at the right rear quarter panel. Here on the tire, right rear, 275 35 20. Let's see here. DOT is 2014 on this one as well, but there is some sidewall damage right there. You can see where a chunk of rubber is missing. Let's see if I can get the brake pad on this one. All right. Here, looking at the side view, panel looks straight, alignment, but there is a ding here. And Charlie said he's going to have that removed and via paintless dent removal, I take it. Okay. Here on the passenger side outside mirror, it's the same thing where you can see the carbon fiber is slightly blemished there on top. Okay. And the right front wheel, let's see here. You can see where the clear is chipped right there and down there. You can see the ridging a little bit on the rotors. And tire, this one has a different coating, so I'm not able to decode that one. And then here's the rest of the view and a view of the windshield. And let me just get some front end readings: 4, 4, and 4.5. So good solid readings on the paint. Give you one last view here from the exterior. All right. And let's go ahead and move on. I've had the engine running for about 5 minutes or so. When I first cycled the key on, the check engine light came on as a self-diagnosis and then cleared. The idle seems to maintain around 600 or so. Looks pretty rock solid. And let's walk over to the engine bay area here. So I don't hear any abnormal knocking noise, anything on the top end or on the top side here. Just looking at the hood insulation there, notice that there is some of the securing hardware that's missing here and here, and then it just needs to get shifted over a little bit more. Brake fluid looks decent. It still has a nice tan color. Did notice that the cap for the AC system is missing, and then there looks like there's a nut that's missing there as well. I've already opened up the crankcase fill area with the engine off, and oil looks like it was in decent shape, and didn't see any cross contamination in there. Remove the radiator cap and or the reservoir cap. Fluid was filled properly, and didn't see any cross contamination there. Did notice that this nut here was looks like it's been painted, and also you can see where it's been wrenched as well. And again, some little white touch-up paint here. Cover for the terminal here is missing. Battery birth date is 2/17. Right. And moving on here. Check the power steering fluid. It seemed like a little low. And I still need to get a look at the belts. I forgot to take a picture of that, but I'll be doing that here as soon as I shut the engine off. I still need to inspect the vehicle from underneath. Charlie was telling me that they recently had the vehicle serviced. The oil was just changed, and they had some suspension work done as well. So when I do the pictures from underneath, the belly pans won't be installed, which is great because now I can see the engine from underneath, which I typically can't. And then I'll take a picture of those, the belly pans as well, so that way we know the condition of them. And then he said prior to taking delivery of the car, they'll have those installed. All right. So moving on. Oh, just a quick look at the exhaust. I didn't see any exhaust emitting from the pipes. I was here when they first did the initial start, and so no smoke or condensation or nothing actually came out. Finished the road test, and I've been scanning the control units here for the past 15 minutes or so, and it looks like it completed the process. So I'll just go through them quickly. Let's see here. Just looking for the ones with the red fault ones. Okay, electronic parking brake. Let's see what that is. Okay. All right, go back. I'll just have to go through them real quick. I'd probably be here like another hour if I had to really look at everything right now. Okay. Okay, that's an important one. Airbags, that one passed. Overhead control panel. Upper control panel. Driver's side signal acquisition actuation module. Okay, left front dynamic seat. It's like a supply voltage, under voltage. Okay, so there's a ton of faults in the system here. All right, so that's that. And also one thing I noticed too, even when I was idling outside, and it's inside right now, the temperature is just around 3/4, so it seems to run a little bit on the warm side. And also at idle, the engine, I heard it's like some ticking noises, and then I heard like a noise coming here from the front end. So I'm not hearing it now, but earlier it was a little bit more pronounced. And go ahead and check down.